Your vote shapes our future. Stay informed, stay empowered. Catch Know Your Candidate, only here at The Freeman. The May 2025 election is just around the corner. Do you really know the candidates who want to lead you? For years, The Freeman has brought you Know Your Candidate, your trusted platform to meet the candidates, hear their plans, and get the answers that matter. Your vote shapes our future. Stay informed, stay empowered. Catch Know Your Candidate, only here at The Freeman. The May 2025 election is just around the corner. Do you really know the candidates who want to lead you? For years, The Freeman has brought you Know Your Candidate, your trusted platform to meet the candidates, hear their plans, and get the answers that matter. Your vote shapes our future. Stay informed, stay empowered. Catch Know Your Candidate, only here at The Freeman. The May 2025 election is just around the corner. Do you really know the candidates who want to lead you? For years, The Freeman has brought you Know Your Candidate, your trusted platform to meet the candidates, hear their plans, and get the answers that matter. Your vote shapes our future. Stay informed, stay empowered. Catch Know Your Candidate, only here at The Freeman.
Be part of the conversation, protect the Cebu vote. I'm Fred Langido, and this is Know Your Candidate, an election special of The Freeman and Banat News to help you make the right choices. Who among the candidates deserve your sacred vote? Let's get to know them up close and personal. And joining us on the show this afternoon is the incumbent mayor of Consolacion, re-electionist, Mayor Teresa Nene Aligado. Mayor Aligado, welcome to The Freeman, ma'am.
Salamat kayo for the invitation, Sir Red. Kay dako sa nina kong honor nga makapaabot ko sa akong mga kaigsuunan nga dili makakita nako personal.
You're seeking re-election. I'll go directly to around kining atong mahibawan dayon ug unsay sunod nga mga plano ni Mayor Nene Aligado. You're going for re-election. This is going to be your third and last, second.
No, second in the last, in the next. Because
second
I finished
in this cycle.
In this cycle, second in this cycle.
Second term.
Yes.
But you've been the mayor of Consolacion, nakahuman kag three terms before, ma'am, no?
Yes.
Nakumpleto gyud nimo. And this time, so bali, this is going to be your fifth term. Okay.
Yes.
Now, unsa pa may plano ni Mayor Nene Aligado for Consolacion nga nung sa kataas na higayon nga nanirbisyo ka isip local chief executive sa Consolacion nga nung mubalik pa mas Nene Aligado, unsa may mga programa nga gusto pa nimong ipadayon sa imong lungsod?
Salamat kayo sa pangutana, Sir Fred. Kay sa tinuuray lang kaning akong pagpanerbisyo, this is more of a passion and a determination bringing forth transformation sa ako ang lungsod. Og nakita man ninyo from the very start where I started as a mayor until now, dako kaayo og kausaban ang lungsod. It is because I took my work as a passion nga determined kay ko to bring forth good development for the town. As of this time, naabot na gid sa atong lungsod karon ang mga hinganlan nato og mga big ticket projects, no? We have the big ticket projects that would bring about another another laurel for the town. One of which is the development of, which is already ongoing, the international port. Kanang international port had long been a need for the entire province of Cebu. Me, as a very active of the Mega Cebu then, I stood pat on being determined to make it true, considering that the site that has been chosen by JICA was in my place. Unfortunately, for more than 2 decades, nobody ever tinkered about it. So ako nang gitrabaho then with the previous administration of then President Duterte, ug ang tanan papili sana akong gilakaw even up to the budget. So last February 5, which I did not expect that too soon, it was groundbreak. So nasugod na. That's one of the big ticket project that can transform the image of the of Consolacion. You know, dugay na kainangandoy ang Consolacion masyudad.
Yes.
But then because of these requirements, no? I should say requirements, and then one of the agency also did not cooperate well with me because one of the requirement is the population supposedly.
Yes.
Because if the income is to be considered, do kayo na kaya na mo ng income na rich, because we will have to consider 2 of the 3. Set aside the area because we have a very little area.
Yes.
So we were considering on the population and considering on the income. The population then at the time was, the survey then, because it's every 5 years, the survey was done in 2020. That was pandemic time. Unfortunately, not all even subdivisions would decline having surveyors go to their places. So the result of the survey then was we were short of 1,200 gamay kayo. So it was 48,800, something like that. So 148,800. But the required number of population was 150. So I then requested PSA that I would rather pay an additional to have it resurveyed again. But the PSA declined to accept my request. So we waited until 2025. Now with the latest, we now have about 161,000. So we already qualified. But there is new directive coming from the BLGF that the determination of a locality to be converted and to be elevated into the next higher rank, say for example, first class to the second class, will also be determined by the Department of Finance na. So I'll try.
But you're already first class municipality.
Of course, of course. And then when it comes to area and it comes to income, qualified na me. But
how
then,
much is the income of the municipality?
At the moment, we now have 200 million income local in business.
That's locally sourced.
Locally sourced.
Million.
But we have about 600 plus 670 of our NTA.
Including the national tax allocation?
800 plus, almost 900.
Okay.
Yes.
So 200 locally sourced plus the NTA, that's almost a billion na.
Almost.
Okay.
So then if you include assets, that's why that is being misunderstood by my opponents. Abi nila ba, cold cash na nga diha makita nimo ang 2.2 billion. It includes the assets.
The 2.2 billion is the total assets. That's cash, including lands and machineries.
Yes. So, ubot na muna naon karon sa report coming from the BLGF. We are the richest municipality in the entire province.
Okay.
So, qualified na gid me. But that's one reason I have to be back. Because I'm gonna be working on it. I'm gonna be working. I just had the latest result. We cannot work it overnight. We have to do a lot of paperwork for that. That's one reason. Another one is another big ticket project. You know very well the overflow of the adjacent cities like Mandaue, Lapu-Lapu, and Cebu City. The overflow of this is already in the direction of my town, going north. So if I will not prepare myself for that, there is going to be a possibility that in Cebu there's going to be a lull in terms of economic development. So ako ang giandam 5 years ago, I already had that vision. Because nakita na ko, Consolacion is 30% flat, 70% mountainous. So naturally, if you will develop some commercial areas, institutional areas, areas that is conducive for development, arigitas patag. And there was this unsolicited proposal presented to my town that a group of developers wants to develop a reclamation project. And I got attracted to it because this is going to be the answer of the foresighted problem in the future. So, kaluis Ginoo, I had really laboriously worked on the realization of that project. And right now, I am already done up to the DNR level and up to the PRA level 2. So, kuwang na lang gina siya push to approve for the ECC so that if the ECC is approved, naturally the NTA, notice to proceed, will follow. So this is the reason why I have to be there, because I want this to be realized, because this is going to be the future city of Consolacion. I'm envisioning a smart city development.
Yeah. We're talking of the
35
hectares reclamation project, ma'am, no? Which affect the area where there is that
shipbuilders?
Shipbuilders,
yes, that's it. For the information of everyone, so that this will be understood, that particular area used to be an industrial site.
Okay.
So much so that there are about 11 shipbuilders there, but unfortunately, the rest, all of them except for the 2, already had expired. One will expire in 2025, usa na lang in 2028. So, me looking at that expiration in terms of the foreshore lease, because the water belongs to the national government.
Yes.
So, it comes to the area where they are anchoring, that's already the property that they bought. But it doesn't connote that if that is the property along the shoreline, directly in your shore front, imo na. No,
Yes.
you have to have an FLA for that. All of them are already expired.
Okay.
So I came in because it's also time that the municipality will also use the place for the greater majority. Kana manggod sila ra mapahimos. Pero og ato na i-develop for a bigger project, tinubukan Consolacion
But we also have
mapapahimos.
to, did you consider the, workers nga ma-displace?
Dili man taga Consolacion, katong manggagi parali-rali nila, mga taga lain man tong lugar gisuhulan nila kay ako man tong gi-interview. Nya. And secondly, that's talking about that, if you will look at the record in the municipality, it doesn't even reach 100 as the reported by all of them, consolidated na.
I mean, ilahang workers mismo?
Yes, as reported to us. Kung mangita ta ebidensya manguna to record,
Yes,
di ba? Record. So, para nakuha. And then thirdly, last year, we already finalized our revision of the comprehensive land use plan. The comprehensive land use plan categorized the area already for commercial, not anymore for any heavy industries. So, dili naghihapon sila mo-fit. Kaya ang CLUP, that is the master plan, doesn't anymore allow them to be there.
That's good, ha? Naamot paugalingon nga si LUP.
Yes.
I think that's the problem of most of the local government units. What's the comprehensive land use?
I'm very keen on that. While I was yet the vice mayor, that was also the thing that I did. But it has to be revised after 10 years. So here I am revising it to suit what is really now the compatible industry or what you plan for a specific area. So, mauna natin sa LUPs. Thirdly, way back mga before 2022, 2019, we also passed an ordinance. It was even authored by Mr. Maglasang that the entire shoreline and foreshore area of the municipality be categorized into economic hub. Economic hub. Ordinansa na namo nga kami mousab na bi. Himuon na namo economic hub ang among mga lapyahan. So, I am protected by an ordinance. We have the CLUP. We have the expired tenure. And what technicality default do I have? I do not have. In fact, Governor Gwen helped me because last year Governor Gwen interfered because she also want to make a cooperation with that project because we are very adjusted. We are within the metropolitan Cebu. Yes, so she also demanded from these shipbuilders that respect what is the law because your mayor is only following Section 16 of the Local Government Code. Whatever will be of benefit to the greater welfare and majority of that particular area will prevail.
Yes.
So I am also looking at this nga wa ko mahadlok sa akong gibuhat tungod kay nagtan-aw ko sa among Biblia, which is the Local Government Code. Although they still have a lot of kanang mga suits against me, but for me natural mo na usay risk sa usa ka public official, no?
Yes.
So ato lang ang
It comes within the territory.
and with the oath.
Yes.
Yes. So ato lang na siyang dawaton kay tital ang akong gibuhat dili para nako. Para sa akong mga tao, para sa ugma sa konsolasyon. I don't think I will be benefiting from this much. Look at my age, but I am preparing this for my people, for the generation next, mga anak, mga apo. And you know, look what happened to Mandaue. Had they not reclaimed, had Pidong Uwano not reclaimed that, what will happen to the traffic in Mandaue? What will happen to the expansion of these institutions in Mandaue? Could we have Chongwa there? Could we have Yusimed there? Could we have several? And that is the vision that I am looking at for Consolation. So, mao na usa sa akong mga platforms nga gusto na ko andamon ang lungsod, no?
Na mahimong syudad gyud.
Mahimong syudad ug kay pahimudsan malipay ang next generation, ang mga millennials kanang mga Gen Z karon. That's why I want them to listen. I'm not doing this for me. I'm doing this, guys, for you.
But have you talked to the League of Cities, ma'am? Kaya I understand usa nis problema kay ang League of Cities is is against dili gusto nga dunay bagong syudad because pakuhaan man ang ilahang share.
But be mindful, you know, sometimes League of Cities tend to be greedy. But they do not have the monopoly of the law. The law will always prevail. Precisely, we have the opportunity to speak out. I do not yet complain about it. All I have to do is to prepare all my necessary documentation.
Requirements.
And if and when they would insist, given the chance, you know, Dene Aligado will not fight it out. I even fought for the food security of the nation, if you remember me then. Why wouldn't I fight for the territory where I am? Pero hinambugira naman na. Dili ka manghambog lang. Ubanan gina natong pag-ampo.
For our viewers, si Mayor Nene Aligado is the former president of the Grains Confederation of the Philippines. That's why aktibo kayo siya sa food security.
Food security had been my passion.
Yes.
And I've served the entire nation. You know that.
Yeah. Mayor, so ang estado sa reclamation sa pagkakaroon, we're just waiting for the ACC.
ECC. Yes. And then after that, it will go to the PRA. In fact, kuan kayo kanang very opposite kayo, di ba? Kita aplikante ta, balik-balik dito sa mga hensya. Kaya aron kita aprubahan. Opposite. Sigahan sa kong tawag sa PRA. Where is now your kuan kay? We would be happy. We're adamant in approving your project because in the entire province of Cebu, duha lang mo ka local government na gusto mag-reclamation o nag-apply og tarong. Kanang uban puro na sila. Nag-apply og tarong. So, ingon siya, duha lang mi. So, mura sad ko na elated ba? Because, you know, I do not do...
Pero I remember during the term of former President Rodrigo Duterte, he issued a moratorium. Yes. Was it lifted already?
It does not affect Cebu. It was really for Manila. Because remember what happened the back of Sofitel? What used to be Philippine Plaza. It's not anymore.
So we're not covered of that moratorium. If I remember, it was all reclamation projects.
But remember, that was at the time of then President Duterte.
Pero until revoke.
Yes.
It was an executive order, if I remember right.
Yes, but then me always visiting the PRA office.
Okay.
I'm also being briefed by the
Okay.
chairman. You have a new chairman now in the person of Mr. Alex Lopez. And he was the one telling me, it doesn't connote that there is this moratorium that the entire because it is very specific for Manila, because what happened to Manila was already tremendous. If the president will not stop it, there's going to be a tremendous flooding in Manila because it was not well planned. Yes, and you can see it. That's why right now I don't think it would deter the application. And if we do not do things like this, we do not plan, who will plan then?
Yeah.
Yes.
If I remember right, your opponent when I interviewed mayoralty aspirant Bingol Bilyo, she said, nganong kana man nga area nga naay maapektuhan nga shipbuilders and dunay mga fisher folks, nganong dili man kuno laing area pa ang konsolasyon nga
Di
mahimong
na sa
i-reclaim?
taga-amo, di sa kadumdum, ug unsa pa so nabilin.
Okay.
Honestly, ako ay true-blooded konsolasyonanon.
Okay,
Kana
sige.
sila mga dayo lang, nakapalit lang sila gyuta,
Okay.
naaral sila sa konsolasyon. That's why they cannot see what's really the real image
Situation,
or
oh.
situation of konsolasyon. Unya maghistorya't lagi fisher folks. Pila na malay fisher folks nga naa sa diha. What I'm doing to the fisher folks now, I am developing a communal fish pan for them. Munalay mo suit para nila because the what you call this, the aquatic resources are not that safe anymore because of that shipyard. Usa sana nya. Secondly, kanang mo istorya taan ng mga tao magparali-rali, magsunog pas atong mga effigy, pag panakop namo, di man day tagalasyon. Puros man day sinuhulan nila. Muna nga ako ba sometimes ko full a person once, not several times.
Yeah.
You know. O nya naasay mga magpasuhol sad karon nga in the guise of being leftist kay kana sad siya mo sa ilang panginabuhi. Kay bawo na mo anak kisay popular anak diri sa Cebu.
Pero pero ang kanang mga naamang gani maapektuhan nga mga fisher folks o kanang mga trabahante diha sa shipyard, that's part of your plan ug unsaon na sila.
Naman gyud tay mga social kanang component to be done about it. Once that development will really materialize, ayo pagtuo nga kanang mga tao i-displace na nato ato mga tagaan og livelihood. Ang mga tao nga wala gyud gani na nagtinapul na diha, how much more ang kaning mga displaced people. And you should always count numbers, no? So mauna na ako di lang kay ko kuan na kay murag ka nang binahignit na kay nagpangitaon pagyud nang ing ana.
But one thing you can assure them, those who will be affected,
course.
they are part of the plan.
Of course. Don't you know karon lang gani in the 4Ps? 4Ps na mo ha, graduation ng 4Ps. I always allocate another incentive dili kay ang 4Ps is being funded by the national, but in my local funds I always allocate as a startup capital to those who graduated so that sustainable ang pagkabuhi nila. How many are they? Almost 1,000. Muna nga kanang if I am keen on that, why wouldn't I be dili kanang maghimo tag mga developments, imo man gid i-balance. Tan-awon man gid imong walay nabian. Useless akong pagsulti. Inclusive development, inclusive governance. Wala na inclusive ug naa din naghilak may parehas nila.
Ma'am, for the Consolacion to become a city soon, hopefully, it requires an act of Congress. Nakahimo sponsor?
Actually, it was filed by then Congressman Luigi then.
Isumbing, yeah.
Yeah. And then filed na pod ni Congressman Jonas Cortez. Karon ako sanggi kuanan si Congressman Daphne Lagon, and her technical staff are maybe preparing kay ang ako lang andamon sa nilang ila.
So at least mahapsay na once makumpleto nimong tanang requirements,
yes,
mapasa nila nanay musao dayon sa kinahanglan. Now, di man gyud na kalikayan no nga part sa development sa usa ka dapit mo sunod man gyud na ang mga problema sa mas traffic, flooding, and right now wa pa mahimong syudad ang Konsolasyon. Problema na gyud kaayo traffic, ma'am.
Tana ko nimo, taga Cebu City ka mo traffic diri. But I'm asking you because mura mag-remote himuon jud og kanang special deal jud kayo ng traffic mo sa ako ng kontra dili na imo. Muna ilan sige istorya. Mangutan ko. In the peak hours of every city, every municipality, naagi tay traffic. Kay dili man na all the time ang traffic sa amo. Ang among traffic will only be traffic during peak hours. Morning and afternoon, in between that you go to Konsolasyon unless naay ka ng aksidente, naay mga unusual happening na mahitabo. But in the because I'm also doing my homework.
Yeah. That's why you're saying na you're comparing Konsolasyon to the other cities. Traffic gina siya. Yes,
it's
traffic.
not remote.
But I agree, it's not remote, but what is the local government doing to address the problem?
Oy, the local government has done a lot. First,
okay, that's what I want to know.
Yes.
Of course, the people of Konsolasyon want
first,
to know.
way back when I was at the vice mayor, and the other one was the mayor then, we put up a signal light.
Okay.
But it did not had a very good effect at all. Isa mo tinoon. Second, why it happened that way? Because ang atong stretch of Konsolasyon is only 2 kilometers. With the 2 kilometers with 23 junctions ng agianan, it definitely will create traffic. Precisely, ang gibuhat sa local government, naghimo mi og barriers. If you have seen the barriers,
yes.
And then we only opened five areas of kung aron makusog gyud ang flow. Kanang wala namo paablihi ang 23 ka mga iskinita. That's why mura pag EDSA, we really have to detour somewhere in order matingob dito aron kusog gihapon ang flow. And it really did well. You know why? Kana na ang matingob naman, di naman nga igliko sa atbang dito, muliko sa bugawa sa diri, mauto siya naka-traffic. So that's what we did. Second, gidaghanan na to, we doubled our traffic. Kinahanglan naman gyud human kana human bodies na ang mo man sa traffic. Lahi man ang human bodies kay maka-determine man ka when kinahanglan kabiyahan, when kinahanglan dito dapit urungan. Lahi man na may coordination. So muna atong gibuhat. And then sometimes mo reklamo mga tao, wa mi kita tao ramang sagunang mga enforcer tumang na gyud kay kainit di sana nimo ipapaig diha. That's why akong giingnan sila, you take turns. Ang ako lang ana aron dili gyud magbugoy naa na gyud koy mga special inspector who would inspect them every 4 hours. Kay ug sila makit sila site, absent na sila. So discipline akong gi-institute among my traffic enforcers. And thirdly, akong gilantaw nga ang ato ang mga katawhan murabag naka-demean kayo sa atong mga enforcers, wala na sila usay respeto. Wala na disiplina man atong mga drivers. Gipasabot na ko sila. Walay abogado nga mag-enforcer. Walay nakagraduar o maestro nga mag-enforcer. Walay nakagraduar o inhinyero mag-enforcer. Atong enforcers, either high school graduates or college level. And be considerate, kaya wala na ko pasagdi, gi-undergo na og training. So, mauna, at least na-improved man karon. Mayon lang gid sila, ana, mo makatawa ko. Kay, ang mga tao nagsigiyaw-yaw, ana, ako, travel good ko, dugay ko maabot Cebu City, kay traffic kay Mandawi, waman ko magyaw-yaw. It is because, if the area is already progressive, natural gyud kaayo ang traffic. I'm a businessman myself. I'm into the real estate before. Wala ko'y client mo palit og yuta basta ang akong dadon nga customer dito why traffic mangita sila sa traffic because if there's traffic, there's money, there's economy. So mauna ron nga ako dili kay na nako gitagaan og kan because na-educated na ang among mga tao. Kaning akong pagsuroy-suroy, I have explained to my people, but maybe perhaps wala nila konsidera gyud nga duha ra gyud na dili pras Katmon nga napo ka kilometros, dili pras uban nga mga lungsod lagyo kayo. Ang amo duha ra ka kilometro. And we have now almost more than 85 subdivisions. Imagine the number of the influx of people residing on our place. How many subdivisions? 1,000 of houses. Affordable na kaayo ron ang mga sakyanan. With down payment, kapalit na. Kada bali mag-usa. That also add the burden.
Mayor, let me cut you there. I'm sorry. Kanang considering kanabitang gidakon sa National Highway niya sa Consolacion ba? Pero lisod yun pag-accommodate sa kadaghan. Na-consider ba ninyo ang possibility nga magbutang
Skyway.
Unsa may Skyway or alternate nga ruta?
Kami ray daghan ruta. Siltihan taka, kami ray daghan ruta. Kami dito, umuadto ka dito, duha gunan dance Consolacion, ayod ang National Highway. Unya karon ang tagaliluan gani muliko sa hugan kay ginanglan mo agig tayod. Karon nagbag-o na sa kog abli. I had a budget of 955 million from the DPWH, making another highway in between Tayod and the main land of Consolacion, traversing Nangka and Tubungan, that would cross up to Paknaan. You can ask DPWH and ask for the plan for that.
Sumao na sa kanay plano ng alternate route aside atong existing nga katong vertical highway ni former President Gloria, no?
So, there is a bukid.
Ongoing ang construction.
Karon ako nagsugod sa akong local government fund sa pagkakaroon. We are now in the barangay of Nangka. Musod na ko sa Tubungan. Yung mo come in ang DPWH to augment that development.
I think this is my personal observation. Okay, sometimes muagi man ko diha sa imuhang taon na mayor, no, naatay tuyo nga to North. I have observed nga medyo kipot gyud ang daan, gamay gyud ang highway.
Wala gani sila kabayad nga to Tayod, pila na. Ever since nag-start ko mayor 2010, ang widening of Tayod hangtod wala pa gyud na ma-perfect. Ngano man, wa may kwarta. Ang DPWH wala man
kwarta. Di na ma-widen, so ang posibilidad na mag-open og lain nga road
and
which is ongoing sa pagkakaroon.
Muna na. Unya, and the other one is the possible flyover. Because ang mga tao nga walay tuyo sa lasyon, pwede ra naka-resource unta ko sa last year from the unprogrammed funds na sa mga migos taas. I was able to get supposedly 5.8 billion for that para himuon og Skyway from Sinapro up to Mindero. No? Pero wala man tumahin kay
pwede ba bang reklamo mga business establishments at mayor, basta na ay flyover murag ang kanang experience na diri sa Cebu City maka-apekto gyud sa negosyo.
Pero if it is effective in Manila, why wouldn't it be effective in Cebu? Ang kanila gyud atong paminawon gyud ang tao, pag kitay paingnan. Pero ungita sila leader nga mo plano, masuko sad sila. Pero ikaw manindot na, wagay thank you.
It's a thankless job, being a local chief executive.
Yes.
They said it's a thankless job yun. Pero ganong ganahan man yun.
Depende ra ginas tao. Kaya na may taon tapulan, naa say tao nga manggihuna-hunaon. Ang taon tapulan, maingyod, dili ko ganong mo enter. But, if you have problem, do you think you can solve it by your own? Whereas, if you use your passion, your talent, your skill, and your heart, nga imo na ilegasiya ang imong kamahuan, pagpili jud ka. That's the reason why I'm here.
Kining, usa sa akong nabantayan, Mayor, no? I don't know if you have also observed this. Maybe contributory sa traffic sa Consolacion is bitong mga habal-habal anas daplin patakag parking.
Wala na ba? Wala na sa mga secondary roads. You will notice wa man dakop na nako.
Imo nang gidakop gyud.
Dakop na. Secondary roads lagi na mga corners.
Unya na imo parking pod mayor sa kalsada daplin na mga business establishment kagagmay.
Wala na amatay towing.
Gihimo na imong discipline zone
na ang ordinance. Usahay ra manangay lang jud ko pasaylo. kining amo usahay fire truck, you know. You know, I have a very small area for my fire station. But sometimes tungod kay di pwede usara ka fire truck standby kay karon kusog ka sunog. So usay mo eat up kantos may simbahan. Wa man sad nimo kuan sa kalsada ang simbahan area man ang frontage man sa simbahan namo may among gibutangan. But this is also for kay wa pa man ta kahimo diri sa laray sa ato ang bag-ong fire station. Gitagaan ako sila og special land use permit. Di man mudawat ang taga DILG kay kinahanglan titulado man. Uy, asa man ko mangitag titulado to bukid. Ang fire station na to bukid mo na nga momentarily ang usas duha man na ka-active nga dagko. Ang usa na ang gyud sa iyang fire station dili naman marang kay gamay man kay na. Tuwas at bang mura na yaw-yaw sila yung ko nya bitag mga sunog mong di nako padtuan og bumbero masoko sa nya mo. Ang ako dyan just to be swift ba.
Pero na ay area kabutangan ana tingali dito katong ngadto na dapit ngadto bitaw skuan mayor ngari na dapit sa mga
laray lagi muna
special laray diha
special land use that's a timberland area basta pwede but remember we have to put something in the heart of the town because the vulnerability of fire is always within the center. If it's going to be too far igabot sa bumiro ugdaw na. I'm talking about the vulnerability ba. Kay nakita man nato sa atong mga kasilinganan nga mga lungsod nga munang kusog kay mo sana mo katap ang fire ba sa kadugay sa atong facility. In fact, my personal, I have five fire trucks. Akong personal because that's the passion of my husband and my children. Ako gyud mga anak mag-drive ana volunteer muna Aligado Fire Volunteer Brigade. These are all volunteers. I have in my house.
You're running in tandem with your son, former Mayor Joy Aligado. Daghan nang utana Mayor og mudaog mong duha unsa may mamahimong dynamic sa executive o sa legislative unya asa man ibutang dapita ang check and balance unya
kanang vice mayor go dili man na mo decide presider ang mo decide gyud ang konseho. I've been a vice mayor. I do not influence and I cannot be influenced by a mayor. Mugamit man ta sa atong hunahuna pero mutana ko ngano lagi ras Duterte og si Inday Sara kanento nagkuyog sila wala lagi ni reklamo mga tao.
So you think this is not going to be a problem in your town o galing mo daw?
Is Ginoo di man maayo manghambog tanong. Doon na may konsensya na miss Ginoo di may mangawat. Tanawag nakadungog ba mo nila og nag-issue ba sila ng corruption? They cannot. I will sue them. Kaya not a single penny gilabtan ako sa munisipyo. Munisipyo kay Milo nako.
Si Mayor Aligado, as you said, negosyante kunis Mayor Aligado.
Wala man. Di man so, malicious good, you know? You know what I like to explain to everybody, It is not a deterrent for a relative to be working together if you do not have any bad agenda at all. Kanang bad agenda, wala man na kay kami. Wa man mi bad intention. Mahibaw mang mga tao bisag dili pa mi mga politiko. Kami mo'y dangpanan sa tao. Mao bitaw na napugos mi. Urong na unta ng konsolasyon sa pamilya Pipito. Pagkamatay ni Bebs Pipito 16 o 18 years ago, lain-lain mayor diha mo nagmayor sa konsolasyon. Pero there came a time in 2010 nagparade ang mga barangay kapitan to ask me to run and save the town. Because our town before was known to be a quarry capital of Cebu. Mao bitaw na akan niya itong mga equipos amo ang munisipyo gi-embargo ni Godwin. Kay tanan illegalities gibuhat man. That's why my coming in was to save Consolacion. And maybe perhaps appreciated kay I was able to run through 3 terms. Mo na issue sa kong mga kontra. Di ko no may papuli. Uy, gi-elect man mi. Dili man mi gitudlo. Elect me. Blame the people of Consolacion for loving us. Do not blame me and Joy Joy about it.
Pero ano tinuod si Joy Joy imong napili nga ihimo ang running mate o ingnana ba kabirip ang Consolacion og posible nga mga
Dili
leaders
man,
nga imo?
Nahimo man siya mayor, effective man siya. Mangita magutas efficiency. Accessibility sa tao. Ikaw og mayor ka, pait baya kay wala kay katimbang. Ug ang imo magpangikog kasi mo busy mayor, imo lang gyapon trabaho. Imo ra gyud trabaho. Mintras ug naa kay busy mayor nga imo ra masugo, maka-replace nimo, makadugang, makatabang nimo, the more atong mabuhat.
Pero on the issue of delikadesa, Mayor.
Anang delikadesa, bangtan-on lagi tikaw, amo ra ba? Gid.
I'm not the candidate. You are the
dili.
candidate. So
Yes, kanang delikadesa ba? Kanang you are representing man the sentiment of the people, no?
That's why I'm asking you, for you to explain to the people
kanang
on the issue of delikadesa.
Yeah, og delikadesa, og imo nang hunahon-hunaon. Say for example, kanang mga ubang lungsod nga magtiayon gani na sila. Unya, ikuan man sila, ihalal man sila, and they efficiently serve the purpose. Kung sa nako, wala man mi ana magmalisya. Kanang delikadesa, kanang mas delikadesa pa na ang kanang dili mo kauban mo pero lain ang inyong intention. Wala man mi intention nga mal intention des amo. Kay wala man mi madato sa mong pagpang nerbisyo sa among lungsod. My son is a doctor. He doesn't need money at all. Why? Ulitaw na siya. Wala na siya. Sus, mangita kag tao nga bayaran lag manok mag-opera. In-anak nagkinabuhi akong anak. Dili na in-anak.
Pwede man ko na siya question, Mayor, no, sa qualification because no doubt, si Mayor Joy Joy is really qualified for the, even more than qualified for the position.
Yes.
Yes, but, you know, ang dynamics man good sa governance, under our system of government, there has to be a check and balance. Executive and legislative. So, usa ka pamilya ang nagpadagan. As you said, dili man hinuon ni unique to Consolacion na may daghan nga mga lungsod, mga syudad, even na nahimong mayor ba nag-asawa gani, no? Murag nahimong conjugal ang pagpadagan sa governance. But ug imong tan-awon, it is not within the ideal setup gyud. Di ba? Kay ug maghisgot kag check and balance, di man gyud ka malikayan nga doon nagyoy doubt ang tao, especially og ang mga gikinahanglan kanang mga controversial nga issues na. So that's why I'm asking you on the issue of delikadesa nganong si Mayor Joy Joy man ang imong gipili, wa ba di kay konsihal sa pagkakaroon nga imong kaalyado nga mamahimong himuon nimong vice mayor, kaalyado nimo.
Having been a mayor for 4 terms, diha nako nakita
nga
kinahanglan nako ang usa ka tabang gyud nga tudot-tudot 24/7.
Aha.
Mao na nga
so that's why wa kay laing kasaligan gawa sa imong anak, of course.
Diha nako nakita pait kaayo kay magpangikog baya taglaing tao. Kay dili baya.
Pero that should not be the attitude, Mayor, don't you think? Na anong maikog man kaniya? You are a public servant. You were elected by the people. You ought to deliver.
Lahi man ko nga pagkatao.
Ang
dili buhaton sa akong sugoon, ako na malay mo buhat.
Murag lisod sad na.
Pero no, we're talking about idealism. But we talk about practicality to give ease to the service that we want to. Anak kong
as you said, at the end of the day, it's the people who will
at the end of
decide.
The day, the people will decide. Okay. Insinuations yun na tinuod sa kong mga kontra kay mao man ila sigig syagit mangugat god naay former mayor dia nga dili naka-lansar sus mangugat hadlok kay kumaputol yang ugat kay nganong nga dili gid kuno mi magpapuli. It's the people who voted for us and who will vote for us. It's a matter of trust and confidence by our people. If we have proven to our people that we're really worth to be leaders, it's not our fault if they would love us and put us there. Diba?
One aligado, as they said, ang usa ka aligado kung bad ang paagi sa paggobyerno is too many. But 2 aligados in governance o maayo ang pagpadagan is too little. No?
Yes. Pero ang mga tao na itong pahukmon, ang mga tao ra gyud mabuot kay ang tao sa Konsolasyon. No, so ako mo respeto jud ko sa hukom sa katawhan. No?
Your message, Mayor, to the people of Consolacion?
Well, ang ako rin yun, ikasturya mga igsuunan ko sa Consolacion, kanang ang atong lungsod, nahibaw-an ninyo, from a sleepy town, to what it and where it is now. So akong gusto ipadayon pa na nato mintras naa pa ko'y kusog, naa pa ko'y buot, ug naa pa ko'y kanang kapasidad kay kining tanan akong gibuhat para ra gini sa atong pinalanggan lungsod nga diin diha ko nataw mo'y akong natawhan ug diin kamo sa mga katawhan nagminahalay tanan wala man ninyo na ay problema nga wala nako nga akong gitalikdan ako man kanunay na nga giatubang nagtrabaho inyong mayor 24/7 muna nga ang kanang umaabot karong pinili ay ako isalig diha kaninyo ug sa atong mahal nga makagagahom kay bisag unsa pa ka gusto sa tao ug dili mo sugot ang Ginoo di mahinayon pero ug gusto gyud ang Ginoo pod bisag magpadili pa ka ibutang ka gyud diha mao ni tingali na hinungdan nga bisan pa sa daghang mga pagtamay pagdaghan nga pagbugal-bugal pagdaghan nga paminos diya namo ang katawhan sa konsolasyon mibarog gyud kay sila mabuot sila nakahibaw ug unsa ang among pamilya nga manerbisyo gyud mi gikan sa among kasing-kasing nanerbisyo mi gikan sa amo pang mga ginikanan kaniadto walay pag-usab kun baga kining politics is also branding. We carry the brand of my dad and my brother nga nagserbisyo mi taos puso alang sa katawhan.
Thank you very much, Mayor Teresa Nene Aligado, incumbent Mayor of Consolacion. And daghang salamat sab sa inyong pagsunod karong nga puna. Stay informed. Know your candidate. Good afternoon, I'm Fred Langido.
Salamat kayo, Fred.
Salamat kayo,
Yes,
Thank
okay.
you.
Oh.
The May 2025 election is just around the corner. Do you really know the candidates who want to lead you? For years, the Freeman has brought you Know Your Candidate, your trusted platform to meet the candidates, hear their plans, and get the answers that matter. Your vote shapes our future. Stay informed, stay empowered. Catch Know Your Candidate, only here at the Freeman.